It saved my life. Colon hygiene saved my life. My childhood was rough like a lot of people's. I never felt good a day in my life, even as a little girl, and I knew it. I was very athletic, very outgoing. Nobody believed I didn't feel well, so I just stopped talking. What brought me to the point of cleaning my bowel was when I was 30, I hit a crisis in my life. I just was exhausted, and I slept, and I slept. And I did it for a year. What were my symptoms? Just about what everybody talks about these days. I was tired, lethargic, I was toxic, but in the late 80s, people weren't using those terms. I knew I couldn't live like that forever, nor did I want to. It was scary, and I had children to raise. I prayed a lot and asked God what I needed to do. The answer was, clean your bowel. I took minor steps, fasting, coffee enemas, different products, supplements. They were very slow. It was very slow moving. I felt better. I wasn't in bed anymore, but I knew I needed more. So a friend wanted to have a colonic, and I went with her, and I had one, my first colonic. It just felt very comfortable. I was very thankful. I felt good. I went out to my car because I had left my money out there, and when I went out there, I literally audibly heard from God, and he said, "This is what I want you to do." And I said, "Oh, okay." I stayed focused about doing it and getting the job done, and I found Helen Wood Institute. She is a colon hygienic expert, and she pretty much in America is the only one that says you can totally clean your bowel. It was available for total restoration, so I never settled for less. From 92 till 94, I was on the table every day until my bowel was clean. When you're exposed to the mirror of truth, that's when you're going to see who you really are. I saw the truth. I saw the love. My body and my other bodies were broken because I had missed a lot of that. So God just showed me how to get it. And that's when my energy started really coming back. So I was what I believe on my life's path once again, totally different person. And once I had that energy, it enabled me to work on more people. I do believe you can only take people as far as you've gone, no matter what it is you do. And God told me loud and clear, he said, "You always think you don't know anything." And he said, "You know more than you think you know." He said, "Now you write a book." Well, I wanted to call my book Holy Shit, but my publisher wouldn't go for it. So I named it Holy Movement, Matters of the Colon, which I think probably is a better title. My books are about living the promise of the abundant life and how colon hygiene contributes to that. Those books have real live testimonies in them. I write about the process, and then I write about nutrition and how that dynamic feeds in, and emotional, mental bodies. And I have a nice list of books in there. We were all talking about the same things. I just love the way consciousness comes in. Everyone needs colonics on a regular basis. It's natural internal hygiene. It's something that existed since the beginning of time. Put water in your bowel and remove all manner of disease. And it specifically gives you the details in the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's beautiful information. Colon hygiene is not a medical procedure because we're not breaking the skin. We're not going through membrane. The digestive tract from the mouth to the anus is legally an external organ. So we have the right to clean it, like our teeth, like our eyes, like our nose. You know, cleaning your bowel is your responsibility. This is your house, this is stewardship of your temple, and people are not going to do this unless they're getting results. It's not something you sell. It's very hard to work on somebody who doesn't want to be worked on, and I really don't permit that in my office. All physical problems come from emotional stress. The body starts feeding and changing and morphing to the emotional dysfunctions. When I work with younger people in their early 20s, we are actually disconnecting the reason they would die in their 60s or 70s. I don't believe in terminal illness. I've seen too many people walk right off that deathbed, and I really admire those people. They have done a lot of work to do that. But it does always come down to the person, what they're willing to do for themselves. So it really is up to us.